Hey guys, my name is rjheld, and today I'll be talking to you and showing you pictures and images of the hooded warbler. So before we start talking about its diet, its habitat, its mating, its calls and singing, it's very important to understand the taxonomy and the classification of this animal. So starting broadly at the order, it's in the order Passeriformes, and then moving down to family, it's in the family Parlulidae, which is the wood warbler family. The genus is the Setophaga, and the species is the Citrina. So now we'll be talking about the biology, what it eats, what it looks like, where it migrates to, and other various characteristics. So if you're wondering why it's called the hooded warbler, its physical appearance will tell you why. It has a bright yellow face outlined by black or olive hood and throat. So the males tend to have more of a black hood, throat, and bib, whereas the females tend to have more of a green, olive green throat and bib. They both have a olive green, greenish yellow backside to them, and they both have yellow undersides. And their tail has white feathers on the underside, which they like to flare up and flash to catch the attention of others. They're very deep-chested and heavy-set, so they look almost a little plumpy when they're sitting on a branch. And immatures look like adults, but with less black. And then their lifespan is about 8 years. So as I mentioned earlier, both genders have white accented feathers in their tails, which they'll flick up and flare to catch the attention of others. Both males and females sing to each other. They are monogamous, and their breeding season is from about April to June. On average, they lay about 3 to 5 eggs, and they have a 12-day incubation period. And the hooded warblers do suffer from cowbird parasitism. So the hooded warbler enjoys areas that are wet that promote very dense vegetation. So they're mainly found in the east, southeast, and a little bit of the northeast. They migrate to the beginning of the southwest, Florida, but they also migrate to Mexico and the Caribbean. So where do you specifically find hooded warblers? 3 meters or below. They're a very low forager. They like dense shrubbery to hide and to find prey. And what they prey upon are insects. So they'll eat insects off the leaves, off the ground, and they'll even catch insects in mid-flight. They have a very defensive feeding territories. Males and females will fight during the breeding season. Males to males will fight, and females will fight to keep rights to their feeding territories. Occasionally, the males will climb higher in the tree to sing and broadcast their sound. Next, we'll just be analyzing and looking at the sound of the hooded warbler. So the hooded warbler song is clear ringing. To ornithologists, it sounds like tawi, 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 tio, but I've heard it other ways said it sounds like hooded monks, hurry, hurry to greet you. It does have a slightly faster ending, and at the bottom you can see the song put into visualization. I would include a video of the pine warbler singing, but the internet is so easy to access these days that I just thought it'd be simpler to leave it out. Lastly, we'll be discussing the conservation status of the hooded warbler. So according to the IUCN, they're of the least concern. This is justified by their extremely large populations and by the fact that their population is growing slightly annually. However, they are susceptible to forest fragmentation. Because they like that shrubbery, and forest fragmentation creates a really clean edge. It eliminates a lot of that low bush shrubbery stuff that they like to call home. And also they're affected by climate change with the temperature and the dryness and moisture. That's all I've got for this presentation. I really hope you learned something about the hooded warbler. Just really quickly, I used the allaboutbirds.org from the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, eBook Central from NC State eBooks, the IUCN Red List, BioKids at the University of Michigan, and the Audubon Society.